All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 100 Proof, back in effect, season 2. I am the real Charlemagne, and to my right,
Your friendly neighborhood Camp Lawrence.
would you be on your couch though?
Correct, even though C, but still I'm on my couch though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We're back in the building with very special guests. I'd like to introduce to everyone, goes by one name.
You put a message right there,
Just one name though.
right? Okay. Like Cher.
Like Cher or Beyonce. This is Ksyn. Ksyn, welcome.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you.
Ksyn, you are a dancer.
Yes.
Dancer.
Professional dancer. I've toured.
Hold on, professional dancer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do you mean by, some people might not realize.
Yeah, what you mean
Well-
by dancer? They might
Well,
have other connotations of what you
Of what I'm doing about.
Yeah.
Well, no, I do award shows, tours, music videos, just about everything that professional dancer trained, ballet, hip hop, dance hall dancers do. So I
And
dance.
young ladies, you can do this too. Professional dancer.
Yes, definitely. I've been doing it for 13 years.
Excellent.
I've toured with a lot of different people. I'm currently.
Because you're a veteran. After like
Yeah.
a certain amount of years, you're like a veteran.
Absolutely.
Kind of, you want to think of yourself as the young old auntie, like you get there, but you're there. But
Well, I'm a guy, so I want to be on to you.
yeah, no, not of course. But I just finished tour with Drake. I'm doing the RB and the Three Migos tour.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And before
stuff.
that, touring wise, I've worked with B. On
And
the
when you
run.
say B, you gotta let them know.
I worked with Beyonce. With
Ah.
On the Run, Mrs. Carter Show, Super Bowl, both Super Bowls, VMAs, just about everything off and on between 2009 and now. Also worked with Sean Paul as well for 5 years.
Dutch Paul,
Yes.
did he teach you how to do the robot? Yes. 1, 2, 3,
What?
4.
It's no. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh.
Get out of here.
That's how he does it. It's really, really
No, it's not. It's not.
Shout out to him and his family.
Yeah, let's not go there. But how did you get into dance? How did you start?
Well, I started when I was little.
Okay.
Always was like the person trying to find like where the camera was, and I would mimic everybody behind me. But I started like really getting more into it around 13.
Okay.
I was taking hip hop classes and started taking African, and
Where
I-
at?
in the Bronx. Yeah, in
Good
the,
place.
born and raised in the Bronx, everybody.
The X, baby.
Yes,
Before
yes,
Wakanda.
yes.
Yes.
It was the X.
Before Wakanda, I told
Oh.
you. Before
You're
Wakanda.
absolutely
that.
right. Absolutely
Yeah,
right.
before Kamala Harris.
But I was a part of I joined a youth group called Teens in Motion,
Okay.
and it was a performing arts group. So we stepped, we danced, we modeled, we act, and I basically did that throughout my whole high school career. And stopped it for a little while, went to college, started taking modern, more ballet classes, and started fusing everything together. And after, I went to Franklin Pierce College in New Hampshire, well, which is not Franklin Pierce University, but yeah, it was a college when I was there. And the verb, but verbiage. But after I graduated, I then decided, okay, everybody has their degrees.
Right.
So I said, Mom, you happy? Nana, Grandpa, you happy? So I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
And I started out doing magazines. So like my first magazine was Smooth.
So you also model.
Yes, also modeled.
Oh, so you was on the cover.
Not on the cover. I was.
Yeah, well, you
I had a
was-
spread. Yes,
the
I did have a
sticky
spread.
bags.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Whoa, sticky.
Whoa.
Hey,
Wait a
Siobhan,
minute.
Send me some magazines to Siobhan.
But
Clinton.
I did magazines like Smooth, King, XXL, Hype Hair magazine, and then I started doing music videos. So I was working with 50 Cent. I did I Get Money and a couple other joints, and it kept
What
going
was
on
your
like that.
first big break?
My first big break.
And how did it happen? Like someone just recognized your talent? And they were like,
Actually, yeah, it came from networking. Like during that time, you hit every networking event. I have my comp card, I have my business card,
Right.
my portfolio with me, just in case you ask.
hear that?
And-
Professional dancer.
And basically, this is what I did. So it was
Okay.
like, if something came up, it'd be like, oh wait, didn't we meet this girl? And then they would look for it, and it was really through who I knew and who I connected with,
Okay.
and how I presented myself and how I worked myself when I'm working. Because if I'm working, I'm working.
Very professional.
We have fun, but if I'm working, I'm working. Work will come first
I
and
feel you.
foremost.
Excellent.
And I learned over the years that really means a difference. Like you want to be able to have somebody and work with somebody who is fun, but also when it comes time for business,
They're about their business.
they're about their business, and you know that you can trust them and with creating and showing the world, your work. So the very first big break, dance-wise, was I was on set of a video, and I was freestyling, and Sean Kingston walks in with his management company, and they're looking at me, and they're like, oh, we're having an audition tomorrow. We want you to be there.
Right.
Now, no, I had already knew about the audition because my friends that were signed to agencies had already gave me the 1, 2, 3, so I was already going to try to sneak in anyway.
Oh,
But I'm like,
so
all right, well,
you
now
had
it's
intel.
invite, and now it's
You had
invite. I had
intel,
intel.
okay.
And so then I booked it, and I didn't have an agent.
Okay.
So they was like, okay, pick an agency, any agency, and they'll represent you for this, so we can make sure you get your money. But if the agency likes you, they'll keep you.
Okay.
And so did that, had a meeting with the agency, and I've been signed to Block NYC since.
Wow.
So yeah,
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, also.
but it
Well,
definitely was a journey.
when did you like find out like, yeah, I can make a living doing this? Because you know that in the music industry, everything is very sporadic. It's like month to month. Because as
Yeah.
a producer, I understood that. Like, you pay your bills for 6 months, and then
Yeah, in New
you fall
York.
back, and you don't know when the next audition or anything is coming up.
Well, I think the turning point for me was I was back and forth between jobs. Like, of course, trying to take time out, to dance, but then also work as well. And my dance jobs were picking up, and so I was getting ready to go on the road. And it's had happened twice, but the main one was I was working at American Apparel,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I came in. I'm like, okay, listen, I need
Did I get any
this
free clothes for you?
free. What?
I'm getting that back door business.
No. So I had to take like a month off to go on the road with Donnie Klang. He was just did making it big.
Yeah, I remember that.
And-
Bad boy artist.
Yes, and what ended up happening was my store manager at the moment was like, well, you need to choose between your hobby and your job.
Ooh.
And so I stopped for a second. I said, my
Yeah.
hobby and my job.
Ooh.
I was like, okay, a hobby is something you do for fun.
Right.
Right? It was like, yeah, I said your job or your career is something that really pays your bills and that's where you make the most money.
Yeah.
She said, yeah. I said, so this is my hobby.
Ooh.
I was like, because this isn't paying the bills.
You know what? This is that's very great you said that, or you were saying this, or you're saying this, because that's a dilemma that many people are stuck with. Like, do I leave that comfort zone of knowing that every 2 weeks or a week I'm getting paid and just jumping off and be like, let me just go for what I love? And a lot of people are scared to do that.
No, and it
It's
is
really
scary.
It's
It's very
scary.
scary.
Okay.
But you'll know it. And especially if it's something that's your passion. Because when you're passionate about something, you don't mind going through those ups and the downs because you're passionate about it.
Right.
So when you know that, okay, I don't have this bi-weekly check, I don't have this weekly check, what happens? Your grind has to now go
To a
on
different
100.
level.
It's a different level. It's a
Absolutely.
different level of this is what I need to be doing. This is what I'm doing because your livelihood depends on it.
Right.
And when you get to that point where you're looking at it and you're going, okay, you know what? This is actually working for me. This is a lane that, is the road less traveled,
Right.
but this can actually work. And as long as I'm keeping this drive and I have like a good support system or I have my own support system and I know it, I feel it in my gut, you'll know when you reach that crossroad. And that just happened to be the second time for me that it happened.